Today we'll be covering common tendencies and perception, specifically how we assume others are like us. We like to assume others are like us even if we aren't, whether it be emotionally, physically, or culturally. This assumption causes problems in human interactions. People like to assume others are like us because having others agree with our beliefs creates a greater confidence in our own thoughts and opinions. Other than simply increasing our confidence, we like to have our beliefs confirmed by our peers. Situations with coworkers are especially tricky. We like to assume because we have similar jobs, we share similar views or beliefs. Bringing up religion or beliefs deeply connected to our culture can cause others to perceive us differently.
A quote from David Livermore. We also like to assume others are like us because we learn most of what we know socially by watching those around us. The golden rule: treat others the way you want to be treated. At its core, it assumes we are all alike in the way that we expect to be treated. If you assume your friend expects to be treated the way you want to be treated, you might end up treating them differently than they actually prefer. The golden rule implies everyone wants to be treated the same, which is true to a certain extent, but everyone values different qualities in a relationship. We assume that others show their love in the same way that we do, and if they don't follow that same equation, we worry that the love is not there instead of simply just asking. Another way we assume that others are like us are on views. We say things in social situations without thinking on how the other person might view the subject. This is where sticking your foot in your mouth comes into play.
These assumptions add unneeded tension to a relationship. It can make the relationship seem more distant. We have some scenarios and examples to show this tendency in a real situation. The first one is from our textbook, Interplay. You heard a raunchy joke and found it funny, but your friend found it offensive. The second example is also from our textbook. Your professor gets off topic for lectures and you give him constructive criticism because you think that's what he needs to hear, but you're wrong.
So our third and final example we came up with on our own. You throw your friend a surprise birthday party without consulting him or her because you assume they wanted one. In this example, you assume since you would want a birthday party thrown for you, your friend would also want one. But little do you realize they're more introverted than you, so a birthday party just isn't really something they would want.
Thank you for listening. Remember, everyone doesn't view situations the same, so keep that in mind when you're attempting to be an effective communicator.